What it do? What it do, everybody? Black Four Horsemen in the building, back with another one. You know what I'm saying? We on a Wednesday edition again. You know we usually go on Tuesdays, but today we gonna pop out and show y'all today that the horsemen are back in this thing. We gonna talk a little bit about wrestling as we uh, count down to SummerSlam, Cleveland, Ohio. It's making me nervous because anytime I'm excited about a WWE pay-per-view, they sometimes piss me off. So I'm hoping that this thing hit like crack, like we want it to. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what to do, Q? You in the building, man? What's up with you?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I can't call it. You know, outside of wrestling, I'm getting my butt whooped on college football.
You and millions of Americans, bro. I seen one dog. This dude, man, he's playing. He get a pick on the other side of the field, and he running back. Man, he hawking everybody. So he want to celebrate. He celebrate. And he's just hitting buttons, bro. He pitched the ball back to the offense. He pitched the ball back to the offense, and he broke his controller, dog. I'm like, everybody out here struggling with college football.
I'm playing two different modes. So I'm in Dynasty mode with some friends of mine, and they got that on like the Heisman level of difficulty. So it's like I'm winning games, but I'm throwing like 4 picks a game and barely stopping. It's been shootouts every game because of the difficulty. I'm also doing the Road to Glory, which is the kind of career mode. And as a quarterback, I wanted to go to school where I could start right away. And of my top schools, South Carolina allowed me to start as a freshman. I'm like, all right, bet. Got these folks all the way down, undefeated regular season until I got to the last game of the season. Clemson, who's my rival in the game, same state, beat me off of and I hate when you have to allow the computer to simulate certain things, right? So career mode, you just quarterback. You can't control the defense. Defense does their own thing. So and they jump out on me big. It goes back and forth. It gets to the fourth quarter. I'm down. I'm driving back, about to tie the game up. Well, I think I was down by 8. So I would have had to score and kick the field goal. And get the 2 point. But it's like I'm going for the fourth down. It's like 4th and 3. They call it slant play. I'm like, bet. What I didn't realize, the time was running out and 2 minutes hit. So they went to 2 minutes warning. Well, I guess 2 minutes, the coach decided, we're going to just kick a field goal. So they took the ball out of my hand, kicked the field goal. Yes, we got 3 points, but you give them the ball back, and they just run the clock out and they win. So my undefeated season is over. So I was like, all right, bet. I go on. South Carolina is in the SEC. I won the SEC championship. Go into the playoffs. Guess who I meet in the semifinal right before the final? Clemson again. I was, okay, and I see why, because once the regular season ended, the Clemson quarterback won the Heisman. So it's already set up for him to do all these things. So it goes back and forth, same situation. We go to overtime this time. And then I think at the second overtime, you got to go for 2 every time. So they score, they go for 2. They up, I think it's like 50 to 48 at this point. I guess the ball.
Nobody playing defense.
Right. And one thing about this Road to Glory mode, and I'll be done after this, is that as a freshman, the coach limits your playbook. They only gonna give you a couple because they don't trust you. So they only give you a couple plays to call. So it was a read option play, which again I hate read option because now I gotta decide: do I give the ball to the running back or do I keep it myself? This time I decided to give the ball to the running back. They stopped him short of the goal line. Clemson wins again by 2 points.
Oh man!
It knocks me out of the playoffs. They go on to lose to Michigan in the championship game. Michigan is champion again. So
that's a real life rivalry too. Clemson, South.
Yeah, because again, I didn't realize when I was playing with them until they showed them on schedule rivalry game. But they are in the same state. Clemson is in South Carolina as well. So.
Yeah, no, that's a real deal rivalry game. I watched a couple of them. I forgot the Spencer Ratliff.
Yeah,
I watched that. I watched the game last year. I watched it. I found myself watching that game. Those teams play the last couple of years for some reason because it always come on during what they call the rivalry week, or whatever. And they're usually pretty competitive. I mean, Clemson has been down these last few years or whatever, but Spencer was eating their ass alive, pause. And it was a good game. So records and stuff be damned and out the books when you have rivalry games and stuff like that because it just hit different.
we'll see. I'm against Sean. I got started the season. They give me the option to enter the transfer portal. So I'm curious if I'm gonna stay there or I can go somewhere.
Oh my God, the portal is on here.
Oh, yeah, the portal's on there. Yeah. So, my original team was I was gonna go to Tennessee. Tennessee was gonna make me sit behind quarterback. I think it was the green quarterback. So I'm gonna check market. He's gone. If that quarterback's gone, I might transfer to Tennessee.
The transport portal was so fun at first, and I think they didn't created a whole mess.
Oh yeah,
it's that's my opinion. I mean, some people use it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
But just because you're not playing and you're not really good, and you lose a spot
because you're mad because you're not playing.
Because you're mad because it's different. I think people are abusing.
Yeah, the transfer portal and the NIL new NIL. I guess rules, the way built it, it just opens up all kind of doors. Which they got that on the game too. Now, I had like a little small NIL deal with like a local TV station that'll come on. And because see, one thing about this mode, they do try to treat you as a college student because you got to go to class, you got to keep your GPA up. So they give you these scenarios where the team is going out to party tonight, but you got a midterm exam tomorrow. So you going out, you're gonna stay in the study. So you got to make those decisions. So if you stay in the study, chances are your GPA will go up. If you decide to go down, GPA will go down. And if you go below a 2.0, you can't play. So
I can't wait. Like I said, I don't even have a PlayStation yet. So I gotta get a play. The first game I'm going to get will be
college football 25.
And I'm going to get a WWE game for some reason. I want it. You got that?
Yeah, I got it too. Yeah, I got 24. Yeah. So
yeah,
Cody's on the cover. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanna try that game and stuff as well. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, man. It's good to be back on here, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into everything and whatnot. But like we always do to start off the show, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Black Four Horsemen. And also, don't forget that we're on Spotify as well under the Black Four Horsemen. You guys can check it out down here at the bottom and stuff like that. And don't forget about the YouTube. Like the videos, man. Our numbers and stuff are going up. We didn't gain almost 5 or 6 more followers since the last show, which is, great for us. But we know that's going to continue to trend well. People leaving comments and stuff like that, and we're growing, man. We're organically. We're not paying for anything and stuff like that. We're just coming at you guys the way we see fit.
And when you subscribe, especially on YouTube, when you subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way, when we do go live, you'll get notified. Whether we do it on a Tuesday night or tonight on Wednesday night, you'll know when we go live.
Damn right. Do it. All right, so we'll go ahead and start off, man. We're gonna start off with SmackDown. That's kind of struggling these last couple of weeks, and hopefully Friday's episode of SmackDown will hit a little bit different because these last couple of weeks have been lackluster. However, let's say Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu are the new number one contenders for the tag titles.
SmackDown tag title. Well, WWE tag titles.
Yeah, WWE tag titles. They won a tag team turmoil or
gauntlet match, like tag team gauntlet match. Yeah.
And they came in last, of course, and let Street Profit tire themselves out and was able to come in and get the win. Do you think they're going to go ahead and put the belts on them now? I don't think so.
If it was somebody other than DIY, I would say yeah, go ahead and put it on. But DIY just won the belts. I don't see them dropping them that soon, unless it's gonna get into the SummerSlam predictions. But unless Roman and the Usos coming together like next week, then there's no point for them to have the tag titles yet. I think wait till them they get the belts, and then when Usos get back and get it, then you can have a feud between those two parts of the titles.
So they're defending them this Friday at SmackDown, right? Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's on SmackDown.
I want to say it's on SmackDown. Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think they added, because I was looking online and stuff, and they're saying that the SummerSlam schedule is set. I don't think so. because I think DIY and Tonga and Fatu, they wrestle, but I think Randy Orton and KO come back and cost them in the match.
Yeah, I can see it.
That way, it's it's not clean, but it's disqualification, or Bloodline, they get themselves disqualified. I don't think that they will get the titles off of a DIY just yet. I think DIY puts on a good match as well, because that's going to be in Cleveland.
That's Johnny Gargano's hometown.
So again, that's going to be in Cleveland. The crowd is already going to be lit. You know what I'm saying?
Which I think that SmackDown's going to be in Cleveland also. The SmackDown before SummerSlam. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Either way,
So SmackDown to be should be. I think it may be in Cleveland. So I think that's how they're going to get out of that match there. What you think about Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews? What are they doing with it, bro?
They don't have anything for neither one of them to do. So let's put them together. Let's see what happens. They're trying to, which I guess would be a first for Baron Corbin. They're trying to make Baron Corbin a babyface. So we'll see. Because from what I can remember, he's always been a heel. Even in NXT, he was a heel. So
now they were starting to grow for some reason when he went down to NXT and
this last run.
This last run, the people started getting behind him and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about the original. Him originally in NXT before he came into the main roster, he was a heel. That's when he had hair actually. He lost.
I mean, it's a ball spot too. I think it was. Ball. It was going.
But I just look at them as being just another put together tag team. We'll see what happens. They could break them up as soon as they put them together. Nobody will even notice.
Right. So I'm with you on that, man. They're just throwing something together and stuff. And
now a
lot of people like what they were seeing from them and stuff like that. So I mean, you don't have anything to lose, man. So let everything in the average roll.
And anytime you have these gauntlet matches or these tag team turmoil matches, they can always put them together for that, and be done with it. But you mentioned about Randy Orton and KO interfering. Now, what I want to happen, and of course this leads into what I hope will happen on SmackDown, is I want Jimmy Uso to come in and interfere to cause them to lose the match. He could just super kick one of them. He super kick one of them, then jump the rail, run out the crowd, and then they could come into SummerSlam looking for him. Maybe they confront Jay looking for Jimmy. So,
they could. Now I don't think he's going to kick Jacob.
Yeah,
if they do let them get pinned, though, if they let them get pinned, it's going to probably
Tama Tonga has to take
Tama Tonga going to take the pin. I don't think Jacob Fatu is going to take the pin.
Yeah.
But if I had to put anything on, I think it's a disqualification. The titles don't change hands. DIY is still the tag title holders, with possible interference from either Jimmy or Randy Orton or KO, because again, they took them out these last few weeks, which is why I thought that would happen. But no, we shall see with that. Possibly new tag team champions coming up on SmackDown with far as the women. Just to kind of jump into what happened yesterday on NXT. I said Jakara and Lash Legend put on a pretty good show against the Unholy Union, and I notice they don't let them call them that on TV anymore. They just call them
by their last name.
Yeah, but I mean,
they probably got some hate letters or some emails like, that's blasphemy because you're using the word holy. I don't know.
Yeah, well, anyway, so the Unholy Union, they defeated Lash Legend and Jakara, and that sets up the match on next week on SmackDown with Bianca and Jade for the titles. Now, this past week on SmackDown, they got into an altercation. Unholy Union tried to come and get the drop on the girls, but that didn't work. What was impressive to me about that was that Jade gorilla press one of the chicks in some freaking heels, bro.
Oh yeah.
That chick bad.
Jade is her. I'm telling you. So,
That chick bad, man. Like, you know, she picked her up at heels, man. Like, ain't no ankles turned or anything like that, and threw her out the ring. So I don't know. Do you think they get the titles back, or do they continue to push the tag divisions by I don't. Only way that Unholy Union is coming out of this is by disqualification. If they coming out of here with, I don't see them pinning unless it's a dirty hit, brass knuckles, whatever, something, and they pin Jade or Bianca or whatever, which I don't think they want to do. I think more tag team, because more tag women are coming after the tag titles and stuff now. So do you think that the titles change hands Friday?
I hope not. Now, you know, my original thought was when they lost it, look, they gave Fire and Dawn those titles because it's in their home country. Good, they got a reign. You know, check it out the box. We ain't there no more. We're back in the States. We need somebody that, and I think Bianca and Jay needs to win them back, and they need to hold them for like at least the rest of this year. And if you decide to drop them come January, or drop the titles come Mania next year, because I think the longer they're champions and you see them as champions, this is Bianca and Jay. Because everybody know what we want to see eventually is Bianca and Jay against each other. As long as they're friends and they're champions, you have the opportunity to almost like outdo one another, and eventually that's going to get tired and old. And I think Jade at the point, I think Jade is Jade as a character is better as a heel. So I think she would be the one that would turn.
Right.
Because I do see, because you mentioned about Gorilla pressing the girl. I want to see who is the strongest. I need some leading up to that match. I want some arm wrestling competition between Bianca and Jade. I want some push-up competitions, be out on the track and field, running, spreading, get some ties. I want that to lead to a feud. It don't have to be a blood feud. It could be I'm better than you type thing, whatever. So,
no, I had now that you said that, I was thinking about the Hot Ones interview. I went back and watched it. That was dope. I like it. I wasn't mad about that, man. That was pretty cool, very entertaining. The funny part was the basketball thing at the end, because I was like, Jade, like you need to go ahead. I mean, but Bianca still have a form. Like, she didn't play. She's an athlete.
So, athlete. Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, she's an athlete, so she knew. But I just thought that Jade was going to.
But Jade's reaction was, of course it's going to be even in that type of hoop. I mean, give me a real basketball, it'd be different. Basketball going to be different because it was one of those arcade ones. Yeah, I think that kind of even the field.
Oh, I'm money on it too. It don't matter. Like, the J gonna be with no matter where. So I'm using the backboard. Plus I'm tall and I got reach. So I ain't missing too many. I don't lose too many of those.
Okay, I hear you.
So, but anyway, I'm with you. I don't really care if it changes hands or not. If it does, that's great. But if they leave it with Dawn and Fire, I don't care. I mean, like, that'll be good for them to continue, because they're, again, like I said, nobody's really used to them. But I don't think they're not slaw. Like, this ain't. They're good women wrestlers.
Yeah, their lack of TV time does hurt them. Since they won the title, I mean, I missed them on NXT, but since they won those tag titles, outside of being on the screen doing promo, I had not seen them on Raw or SmackDown. Really, since they won, I think maybe once since they won the title. So that kind of hurt them too. That you kind of forget about them because they haven't been on TV.
Right, and they're good in the ring. So with them having it, I could care. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but if they keep them, if they keep the belts, that's great. I don't care. But if Bianca and Jay get them back, I'm cool with that as well. I'm all for it. So let's see what Friday has in store for us. Hopefully, it's a good show going on. Meechin is growing on me, man, still, because she's starting to get a little bit more TV time. She bounced back and forth between NXT getting TV time there and SmackDown, and she's in the tangled in this Bayley, Princess Stratton, and Queen Nia kind of deal. So they tagged up this past week, and Meechin did her thing and stuff like that. Obviously, they didn't get the They didn't get the win, but I can see they're trying to push Meechin and stuff out there a little bit more and stuff like that. And also, I heard Habu contract might be up. So
yeah,
what you think?
For those that may not know, Habu, we were talking about Keith Lee. Keith Lee's contract in AEW is about to expire. The problem with Keith Lee is he just can't stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, I would love him to be back in WWE because he's a good athlete in the ring. He put up some pretty good matches. But yes, it's his health, and overall, we just want to make sure he's healthy, regardless of where he goes. So.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, he's a big guy, so I mean, I'm a big guy too, and we carry a lot of weight sometimes, and especially the stuff that he does. Like I don't do that. Now, I told you we big guys, but man, doing flips and taking bumps that he take to be such a big guy and stuff like that could take a toll on your body. So maybe, he changed a little bit. He changed some things around and whatnot. Even if he stays in the AEW, you just want to kind of see him get back into the swing of things and stuff like this. So, but yeah, no, I think that if they continue to push Meechin, that's just another individual that can go after a title if Nia wins. And also, even if Nia loses and Bayley gets it, I think she still goes after Bayley and stuff as well. To get back in the title picture, and just another female wrestling body to try to bring some prestige to that women's title on SmackDown or whatever. So that's pretty good feud and stuff that they got going. But we'll get to our predictions on that when we get to that point of the show. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes Part 2. They must have heard me and heard America, because Melo said he want a rematch. You want to see that? Quilly? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it being it's in every wrestling show, whether it's a weekly TV show or if it's a PLE. You need just two guys that can wrestle, holds and drop kicks, and you need that on the show. So I think they can provide that. So yeah, I look forward to the match. I think it's still gonna be a good match. It's gonna be. We don't do match ratings around here, but it can definitely be what they call a 4 or 5 star match at given times. I have no problem.
So what can happen here is I don't see too many more L's from Carmelo Hayes coming. Okay, it's gonna be a matter of time before he turns this around. He could possibly roll Andrade up and get the victory on this one. He could get himself disqualified, which causes you to have a third match.
Yeah, Andrade won the first.
Yeah, Andrade won the first one.
I can see Melo winning this one, and you have a third one.
Yeah, Melo can win this one, and you can have a rubber match or whatever. I don't see Andrade winning this one. On the pure fact of on just the other side with Carmelo, you want to kind of continue to make him out to the star that he is, excuse me. Yeah. And calling him Bronny Jr. didn't help either.
Especially when English is not your number one, your first language.
It's like,
Bronny Jr.
Yeah, Bronny Jr. So he disrespected him with that as well. So I'm cool with Andrade and Melo again. They had a good first match, and looking forward to the second one. Last thing on SmackDown, because it really wasn't a packed show with anything and stuff we're talking about. Terrence Crawford came in. Was it his second? This was his second week.
And I'm gonna ask you.
There was a same week because they filmed 2 of them, so he was already there last week. That's what it was.
But they was in different cities though, wasn't it? They in the same
No,
city?
they taped. No, they taped.
I know they taped one, but wasn't both weeks. Maybe not. Because I was gonna ask you. I understand why he was there a couple weeks ago. They was in Oklahoma City, which is his hometown, near his hometown. But why was he there last week? But I guess you're right. It could have been the same.
I thought I read somewhere that they said that they were taping.
They had taped because of maybe the Olympics or something like that. That's why Raw moved to Sci-Fi.
Sci-Fi.
So, because of the Olympics. But yeah, I don't know why they. Well, no. they recorded because they were in Japan. So they Friday show live. They were in Japan, so that's why they had to take. So that's right.
Yeah, because I heard something about Logan Paul not being able to go to Japan and stuff like that too, because that's why they couldn't do the show in Japan and all the other stuff or whatever, some kind of legal stuff or whatever. But yeah, the A-Town Down Under breakdown continues because Grayson Waller got Austin Theory ass knocked out. By Terrence Crawford.
They're trying to again, just still trying to cause division between Theory and Waller, but yeah, they use Terrence Crawford for that.
Man, it was so funny because you can hear Austin Theory like, look, man, I ain't had no problem. Then, bah, that was it. And so, if he would have had to say some words, I think he was going to say something about, I don't got no problem with you, that's him, and da-da-da-da-da. But he ended up getting knocked out. So they're going to continue to break that up week by week. Let's just go ahead and get it over with. Tear the Band-Aid off and let these guys go at it, please. They'll give us another match on SmackDown, another little mini rivalry to hold our time for 2 hour slot.
Quick commercial breakdown. Samantha Irvin cutting up on Instagram. I don't know if you've been seeing that lately.
No,
I just put it in the group meet.
Yeah, I have not. I have not. I saw a few things from Samantha, and Samantha is out here living her best life. I'm just going to say that. And I'm wondering, and everybody's wondering, what is her fiance going to do? Because his name has came out of the shadows. Yeah. So maybe he want to get away from her because Samantha taking his shine in WWE probably.
Yeah. We'll see what what? True. What you're saying is true. But my theory is I still think he's coming back. Now he might go over to AEW but I don't see him signing them. See, think about it. AEW, there was a period of time where wrestlers could go over there, get 1-2 matches in, and they end up in another show, a month later. So I can see Ricochet doing something like that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see, man. Because Ricochet, the streets ain't talking about it no more, man. It's time for you to make a move. But Samantha is keeping us all entertained until you get where you need to be, brother. As we always do at this time, we'll go ahead and give a shout out to one of our sponsors and one of my homies that makes t-shirts and all kind of other creative things there, man. My guys over at creativegraphics.com. Get your shirts, motivational tees, good quality tees, not things that'll be cheap and have a hole in it after a while and stuff like that. Nice, soft quality tees, man, that's comfortable. Also, just having, good, motivational speaking behind it and stuff like that about your purpose and you being an entrepreneur and what's in you, what's your DNA, all of that good stuff, man. So we got the link right here at the bottom, www.creativegraphics.com. Go ahead and hit my guy Aaron up for your tees for the fall season. It's almost getting close to hoodie season as well. So all these designs will be in t-shirts and in sweatshirts and hoodies. So www.creativegraphics.com. Go get you some. All right. So the next thing we want to go ahead and get into is the WWE Raw that took place a couple of days ago. And we'll go ahead and start off with another segment, as we always do, the Judgment Days of our lives, ladies and gentlemen. What hasn't been as messy and crazy as we are used to it being or whatever, but this was the Raw before SummerSlam, so we was hoping that they would have a good show, and they kind of came through with it as well, because this the Raw is the show. Raw is the show that's going right now that everybody seems to be watching. But looks like our girl Liv has snapped and she's on a bitter trip here, burning on Dominic's stuff and possibly tearing up the clubhouse. But I don't think that was her. The more that I think about it, after reading some stuff, confirming what I kind of saw when I went back and watched it later on that night on Monday, that could have been an inside job, homie. What you think about it?
Well, first of all, two things. First of all, I don't like the way they're doing Liv with this, because it made it seem like she's going stalker, psycho girl with the whole burning up the pictures and burning up all this stuff for Dom. But I do kind of agree. I don't think she was the one that did the torch the clubhouse like that or damage the clubhouse like that. So, but we'll see. But I wanted it to be more of, Dom is still going to turn, in my opinion. But I wanted it more of
turn face.
No. As far as turning on Rhea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But now, because I think Liv, even though she was crying and they made her cry, she's still a heel, in my opinion. And I think it was at the end of the day, when this feud is over with, Liv and Dom are gonna be heels. Rhea's gonna be a babyface. However they decide to get there. But I just don't like that all of a sudden, because Liv was so confident, and when that girl that ain't scared to say stuff when it comes to guys. Look, I like you, and nothing you can do about it. That type of stuff, as opposed to the one that's now, I don't know. She's kind of sucking down like you supposed to choose me. No, as the girl, I'm choosing you, and Rhea can't stop me. That was the confidence that she had, and now it's kind of changed because of what Dom said to her and whatever him and Rhea's plan is.
Smoke screen. Listen, smoke screen. Don't even get into that, bro. Like, you want to play the role like you all hurt and stuff like that. And that's what she's doing right now. She's throwing her off. You see now, Rhea got the R&D back on her face and stuff like this. So we want everything to look like everything is getting better within the Judgment Day. And then even said, we're going to wait till after SummerSlam to take care of some Judgment Day business. Now, that was random. That was pretty random.
The Judgment Day is going to be different after SummerSlam. When you think about that, and we'll get there when we get to the predictions. But if Damian loses and Rhea loses, then the rest of the guys can be like, well, because Finn and JD are tag champions. They can be like, so where do we? We're champions, and y'all excuse that my garage door just opened. I think my wife just got home, so that's the noise.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool. Because I tried to mute it the first time, but I was in the middle of a conversation this time, so
didn't hear anything.
But so I can see Finn Balor and JD and even Carlito was like, both of y'all lost, so y'all not really helping us as far as Judgment Day. So Judgment Day is gonna be different after SummerSlam. I think I don't know how it's all gonna lay out, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, but then even like, cause Dominic rode with Carlito, he the one that brought him over there. So if anything, Carlito would come over. I think everybody would just come over except for Damian and Rhea. Yeah. Because if you think about it, wouldn't both of those things have to happen? Like, because I wouldn't, like, and what I'm saying, both of those things, if somebody turns on Rhea, don't you think that Damian gonna get it as well that night to kind of tie that off? Because if he comes back the next day or the couple following days on Raw, does Damian walk away then or whatever? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be something pretty big that's going to happen with this group, because I don't see the faction staying the same come that Monday after SummerSlam. I don't see it.
Yeah, same. I mean, I agree that it won't be the same. How we get there is what I don't know. But yeah, I can see in your situation, what you just said, if they start to distance themselves from Rhea, and then Damian comes around and be like, hold on, why y'all not, listening to mommy? Why y'all doing it? And they all jump him, or however you do it. It's going to be some division, and it's going to separate somehow.
Man, what would hit like crack is that Dom turns on Rhea and costs her, and then they do the same thing to Damian.
Yeah.
That would hit like crack, and that would turn everything upside down. for that faction, and I think that will bring more heat and more eyes on this new Judgment Day that's going to be ran by Liv and Dawn now, and you might even get Dom a title, after go after LA Knight or something like that down the line, where now that the whole group is wearing gold, because that's the only thing that's missing right now is Dom having the title in my eyes. So I mean,
once Damon and Rhea leaves, because even in the Damon Priest match, it could be where he tells them not to interfere. They interfere and they cause him to lose. Like lose by pinfall as opposed to like a disqualification or whatever. That way, he still take the title off him, but he can blame the Judgment Day for him losing. So.
There you go. But I think Finn has something to do with it, because again, everybody seems to forget about Finn Balor, who this motherfucker really is. Okay, like that dude is he's a badass. Like he's just been taking a back seat to help this whole Judgment Day thing and stuff like that. But let's not forget, he did win the heavyweight title.
Yeah, he was the first.
His body failed him, and he hasn't been back up there since. He had a good program with Seth Rollins. That was Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, and he did not win the title and stuff like that. But they're gonna have to take it back up, because I see that Gunther and Finn Balor. That's going to happen again. That was a great match, by the way. But this Judgment Day thing this new Judgment Day and stuff like that, I think that's going to hit come Monday on Raw. A lot of stuff is going to pop off at SummerSlam. I'm hoping. I don't want to be let down, WWE. When I get my feelings, my hope and stuff up, and I'm like, man, this is about to hit, and they just disappoint me. Please don't do that to me this Saturday. So Drew McIntyre and CM Punk with Seth Rollins, they had their promo to kind of start the show. Punk came out. No, not Punk came out. Seth Rollins came out first. And now let's address some stuff I've been reading on the internet. Why is everybody worried about? I think Dave Meltzer put something out about Seth Rollins' referee get up and saying that it's not serious and that it's taken away from the match. Do we not see what Seth Rollins have on week after week? Do we not see? I think what was that at WrestleMania when he had the big fluffy shoulder pads that was cuffed all around his face where you could barely see he wears flamboyant stuff. Why?
You talking about Seth Rollins when he's on wear as referee?
Yeah, because Dave Meltzer and people were talking about that online, about his.
I saw that. I wasn't even paying attention to that.
It's stupid.
And that's just the advertisement. Come SummerSlam, he gonna come out there probably in full black and white wedding dress to referee the match. I'm looking forward to what he's gonna be wearing. So.
He better not wear it, because he had the zebra boots on and stuff. You can't be a ref in the Prince boots, bro. You can't do it.
He's gonna have something different on, trust me.
Yeah, so you had that out there. It's a passionate promo. I like how they are letting. They basically, without saying that this could be a no disqualification kind of match, depending on how Seth want to do things and stuff like that. Because so all hell can technically break loose.
And honestly, I think they need to, because with Punk, we always talk about Punk's injury and being injury prone. But Punk hadn't been in a full match since he left AEW, and that was he may need those weapons to kind of help carry the match. So let's say somebody pulls out a kendo stick or something, and Seth act like he don't see it. Let's see him Punk hit him with because he said at his discretion. So Seth lets it go, he gonna let it go. So it could come out to be something like that, because I think CM Punk needs it to carry this match.
And so everybody thinking that WWE is going to do a callback to the Undertaker, Shawn Michaels with
I heard that.
Undertaker, Bret Hart, and stuff. Yeah, that would be crazy. But don't do it. Let's just develop our own thing. Let's not bring back the past.
Well, that's what people like us. You got to think the 20-year-olds have no idea what you're talking about. unless they real historians and they went back and watched it. So
yeah, so I don't know. It was a good promo. I'm hoping for a good match, Q, because like this has been what 5-6 months in the making.
Yeah, ever since Survivor Series last year, is when Punk came back, right? Was that
Yep, this been months in the making. Cause what was that? Royal Rumble is where he got hurt because of Drew. So we've been riding this out since 6 months, pretty much.
January,
yeah. And so now they're about to fight, and I'm hoping to see a good match with those. A good promo. They can't touch, they lay down the line. They can't touch each other and do all the other stuff. Before the match or the match is over and all the other stuff. And he brought out the Larry and AJ bracelet. It be pissing me off when he do that too, because you can't do AJ like that. Hopefully AJ, I've been seeing little posts and stuff with AJ, in the ring, working and stuff like that. Maybe she come back. I don't know.
Well, the report said that CM Punk has been trying to talk her into coming back. But
yeah. Let's hope the husband wins on that, because it's a lot of people that will lose their shit if AJ comes back in whatever capacity or anything like that. So we'll get to predictions on that later. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see. The Wise Six. We'll go ahead and start off with another introduction of another one, just like they on board like what we're talking about. So this week it was Dexter Lumis.
Yeah, and I ain't even too much concerned about the video. I'm talking about when it came out without the mask on. Dexter Lumis got dreads.
He got dreads. Yeah. But the unmasked and stuff, it was like that was like a moment, like what I'm saying, like.
But I saw a theory about that. I heard a theory on another podcast. So we always think about this mystical, scary group, which I think I said this in the very beginning. They were gonna be a babyface faction, not a heel. Everybody assumed because of the spookiness, it's gonna be a heel. They're a babyface faction, and I'm gonna compare them to somebody. Somebody else did this too on a podcast. I'm gonna give him credit for it. I think it was actually on the Peter Rosenberg podcast, where he said the Wyatt Six are like Finn Balor and the Demon, as opposed to Bray Wyatt and the Fiend, where they were human for the most part. Finn Balor for the most part. When he needs to go there as a demon, then he puts on the paint, does all that stuff. The Wyatt Six can be their regular selves until they need to turn it up into that mystical and scary access, or a persona. So, but that being said, they are targeting Chad Gable now. Probably going to target other heels. I can see them targeting the Judgment Day if it comes down to where there's a friction in and we, as we predicted, Judgment Day started putting away the ones that are causing their friction, i.e. Finn Balor, Dom, and JD. I can see them targeting them because they are breaking up that Judgment Day family. So, we'll see. But that Dexter and with the hair that shocked me.
Yeah, no, it was the Dexter with the extensions, man. Go ahead, bro. Whatever works. So they come out. They after this new the Creed brothers win their match against Otis and Cesaro, which Otis, everybody's saying Otis just need to go ahead and just call it quits with that and just go solo, because a lot of people are pushing for him to do that, and it's just going to leave those other two to go do whatever they want to in NXT or whatever. But Creed brothers pick up the win, a big win, and so that's when we saw the unveiling of the Y6 with Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan, and Joe Gacy. So it looks like maybe Gacy and Lumis will be the tag team of this group, maybe with maybe Rowan being the enforcer or whatnot, is what I've been reading and stuff like that. Which I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whatever works. Let's roll. Let's see what they can get out of it. And Uncle Howdy makes his debut again and scares off Chad Gable and stuff like that. So they end up setting a match for next week. I was hoping that maybe somebody will add another match or two to this SummerSlam card. Get the Y6 first match being on SummerSlam with all eyes on them and stuff like that. But they're gonna wait till the Monday night after that to make their in-ring debut. No, it's a tag. I think it's the Creed Brothers versus.
No, I think it's the Creed Brothers and Creed. Yeah, Creed Brothers
so it's a
tag versus. Now we don't know which three from the. Why is it? I think Bray Wyatt. I think Bo Dallas will be in there. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be those three that came to the ring. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, and that saves Uncle Howdy for another thing instead of having him in a triple threat right now. That would make sense to go ahead and let those three go ahead and do it as well. So that match is set up for next week. In the women's side of things, our good sisters, the S Squared, causing all kind of hell this week. First they jump my buddy Zelina. Get well. They're trying to break her little arm. That's all right though. That's another one that's going to continue to push. They're going to continue to push because Zelina is great on the mic and she can wrestle. She might be short in stature, but hey, she channeling her Rey Mysterio and she got something for you. So they jump on Zelina. They actually broke Katana Chan's nose.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw social media stuff afterwards where they showed it back in there where they actually put it back in place.
Yeah. So they Katana Chan, she tough, man. Like she.
Well, people forget.
I remember her from Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior, yeah.
Right, and she was so little then, but like now she holding her own. She does great spots and stuff in the ring. I can't get behind that tag team right now. It's something I can't latch on to it. But hey. To each his own. They held titles in NXT and in WWE, so to each his own. Keep going for it, girls, whatever. And then after they broke their nose and took them out, Damage Control came back. So I don't know if Damage Control is supposed to be face now or whatnot.
No, I think it's just I think it's just two heels right now that don't like each other because again they did take them out too. Sonya Deville's group did take out Damage Control, so so that's another potential 6-man match for probably next Raw or maybe the following Raws to have that match. So
because then you got the three all of a sudden. What's her name? Laura Valkyrie then fell from the head.
They're not doing her any favor by having her with their group. So
they're not doing her any favor. So that's those three, and then you got so they're trying to pick up things and stuff like that. And they can all wrestle single. I haven't seen Chance and whatchamacallit and Carter wrestle single matches. They've always been in tags or whatever. So you can always have the three. I can't say threesomes. You can't have the three-way, the 6-person tag. You can't have the 6-person tags and then break them down to one-on-one matches with one of the groups.
Well, I can kind of see, especially if they want to give her time to heal, like her nose. Chance, is it Chance?
I think Chance is the one that got the broken nose. Carter,
Chance, give her time to heal. You can just do Damage Control versus Sonya Deville's group, and then just let Katana Chance and Kate Carter go to their separate ways. Then Lauren Valkyrie can go her separate ways too, and then go back and do single stuff. And then just let it be Damage Control versus. I'm just gonna say Sonya Deville's group since they don't have a name right now. So.
Let me go ahead. Yeah, you can act like that, but we know this other thing. Let me go look at this because somebody.
What?
I just went and looked at Samantha post.
Yeah, told you, man. She cutting up, boy. She cutting up.
Somebody just put on I was shout out to Minnie. Hey Minnie. She was like, Triple H definitely giving bonuses to Samantha to post every Wednesday during Dynamite because we did not focus on the main event of
wow.
Samantha shut it down. Samantha shut it down. Is that what we talk?
That would be crazy. That would be crazy if she is. Now I know they do get not necessarily bonus or raises, but they are encouraged to use social media. So it'd be crazy if they told them, look, I want you to just post on Wednesdays during AEW show. Just draw some attention. That's crazy.
But see now we got the good old act rights and everybody else that's clowning her because of her quote unquote controversial post and stuff like that. And it brings up the question about, because I saw something about last week with Liv and her little booty shorts and stuff like that. And it was like, I thought they're not going to over-sexualize women anymore and all the other stuff and stuff. So now these people come back out the woodwork and stuff. And now it's just like, it's bringing up that conversation about not letting women be stars, but they're being over-sexualized again.
But here's the thing, you know how they get away with that. See, in the past, okay, let's just say back in the Diva area, and I'm gonna call it the bra and panty matches era.
Yeah.
If social media was around then, it would be WWE that would be posting those pictures. They're posting on their own personal page, so you can't sit there and say that WWE is telling them to make those to make those pictures or pose up. Like, well, it's Samantha Irvin's case. She's doing it from her IG page. Liv stuff, other people are posting it and retweeting it or whatever. WWE's social accounts never posted that picture. It's been other people. They either took it from their TV screens or took it from somebody else's page. So you can't say that the company is over-sexualized. This is their own personal business that they're doing. So that I would say that is the way WWE can get out of saying that that's not us, that's them. So.
I mean, that is true. They're not telling them to do it or whatever, but Samantha pushing the envelope. I didn't even
comments. Yeah, I just saw.
I didn't even. No, I just went into Twitter because I make posts and stuff every now. On here when we move into different portions of the show and stuff, so people can chime in and whatever and stuff. Shout out to Corey Taylor who jumped in and was in the comments and talking to us, man. We appreciate you checking in with us. Now I get myself back together because I'm just like, that threw me off. She really is out here like that. Final Testament and Xavier Woods. I hope this stuff is wrapped up now because I'm ready for final. I'm ready for, like, I'm not giving up on Karrion Kross and AOP.
Yeah, I have no problem with Karrion Kross. They just need to find a real feud.
Yeah,
because this ain't it.
So I wouldn't mind them going after Judgment Day afterward. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, I can see it.
I really would not mind them going after the Judgment Day afterwards, because I don't see anything else right now for it. Corey had just come in again. He was like, the final Testament group baffles me. It's not as bad as everybody thinks it is, because I mean, you got a guy who, he really doesn't, most bad guys lie and do other stuff and all this other stuff. He kind of spits some of the stuff that we be saying about things and stuff, like with Xavier Woods. Like, Kofi did get his shine. Kofi got the title. Big E did too. Xavier, you got the King of the Ring before they gave away the title shot. They had this good epiphany 2 years after you won. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for him, Xavier Woods, splitting from New Day. It's time to do that, and let's see what Xavier does on his own. Now he's trying to get him to join a Final Testament, but that would defeat the purpose of him going from one faction, one Hall of Fame faction, to a faction that's struggling to get off of the ground right now. You know what I'm saying? So with Cross finally defeating the last member of the New Day again, I think they will probably go ahead and
maybe they move on into a more defining feud, so we can kind of know exactly, as Corey asked, what are they? What's their mission statement? What are they trying to do? So maybe we'll get that in the next feud.
I don't know. Hey, Karrion, jump into the IC picture too. Jump in there. Judgment Day would make sense too, because the tag titles are there for AOP. You know what I'm saying? You can go after Finn. That'd be a good program with Karrion and Finn and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can do Dominic Mysterio versus Karrion. Scarlett been working. You have you got Liv and Scarlett some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Assuming that Liv is the new member and the new leader of the new Judgment Day or whatever. That's just making assumptions off of that. But if we want to take them up, they have to go do some main event types. They have to make some noise. And them going after the Judgment Day after this would wake up some people, because everybody's watching the Judgment Day now. And I don't think that they'll come in and bring the Judgment Day down. I think the Judgment Day will bring them up to a little bit more notoriety. So that's my 2 cents on that. Zayn finally caught a break. He caught Braun Breaker this week. And weird looking clothesline out of the ring, a hoover kick that didn't go over or whatever. But
I hate that. No, it was just a side note, just my personal.
No, go ahead.
Anytime you try to clothesline somebody over and they don't go over, you got to kind of push them over there.
Yeah, you got to.
If you miss the first time, then just fall to the ground and roll out the bottom. Why? So I've seen some people stand up.
Stop trying to stand up and
stuff back over. Like, I hate
I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
If you miss the first time, just fall down and roll out the ring. It's like you end up outside the ring regardless. So that's just my point.
Nothing. Yeah, I guess it looks more spectacular going over the top rope. Hey man, you remember back in the day when getting thrown over the top rope was a disqualification?
Yeah, there was, you couldn't throw over the top rope. Power drivers was a DQ. Hitting with a claw fist with a DQ. Yeah,
man, getting thrown over the top rope was a disqualification, bro. But you know what? I don't think it was always a disqualification in WWE though. That was NWA and WCW that
had that was stuff and like that. And even Memphis Wrestling adopted.
And Memphis Wrestling did, they had that stuff. But then in WWE, because I was wondering, I was like, why do you get to throw people on top rope in WWE, but in WCW and NWA you throw them over? That's a disqualification. That's crazy.
Yeah, Corey, this is back in the 80s, man. You might be too young.
Yeah,
Corey said you don't remember that.
Yeah, no, it's
that was late 80s, early 90s, man. So
yeah, so they finally changed that or whatever and stuff. So Sammy got his get back or whatever towards his end, but I can't go into it anymore without going to talking about our predictions and stuff. So I'm just gonna end it right there.
Right, yeah, because I think this goes to you're right. It goes to our predictions of SummerSlam.
I'm gonna chill on that. Like I talked about earlier, Gunther beat Finn Balor, which was a good match.
Did you see? It was floating around social media. I think it was Finn, Dragunov, somebody else. That's recently fought Gunther. Their chests all look the same. It was like bloody chest, just from one match with Gunther. And
you took it out of my head, because like all I remember when I saw the match was just blood and bruises.
So like red taco.
Because those chops, man, that Gunther had, man, will put you. That'll put you to sleep, pretty much. And speaking of sleep, people will get mad about this last night, but I'm okay with it. Let's do this, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Let's go ahead and bring the sleeper back.
He won the match with a sleeper hold.
Yeah. He won the match with a. That is wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. RASSIN. RASSLIN.
LIN, yeah.
Wrestling. That's what that is. So anyway, to have a sleeper hold along with the power bomb and everything else that he does and stuff, it's like he wears on you the whole match. So yeah, if he's chopping you and power bombing you and he's leaning on you because he's a big guy and stuff like that, of course a sleeper hold. You gotta think about it, people. Stop getting mad. I mean, hell, we running out of finishers, okay? We need to protect some of this. The DDT used to be sacred. Nobody kicked out of this stuff. We didn't do a super kick. Shawn Michaels used a super kick to win numerous of titles. And now a super kick is just like a commercial break move. And everybody's using it and slapping their thigh, making it sound just excruciating. Like, we need to. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox with that. Damn you people that's whining about the sleeper being that was kind of weak.
Yeah, again, now it's one of them things where it's good that I wouldn't want him to win every match with a sleeper hold, but every now and then, if you want to use that one just to be different, then boom, keep it fresh, keep it riding.
Dang it! Everybody's talking about. Oh my gosh, 4-post. I'm just gonna share my screen. So I'm updating my Twitter so I can go ahead and comment and let everybody know, hey, come join us, yada 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 and stuff like that. Well, so as soon as I click on it,
boom, she's breaking the internet. I'm trying to tell you.
2, 3. Hey girl, 4. Like this, it's all over it's all over the look right there. Trending.
I told you, man. She's blowing up the internet right now.
Bro, what is going on, man? She is okay then.
That was the other one I was thinking about. It was Dragunov, Finn, and Sheamus showed their chest after a Gunther match, and all of them were with blood and stuff. Yeah,
but
that's that British style wrestling though. When he's talking about they just beat on people, they wear you down just by hammering you.
And so that he's in his I think he beat somebody with a Boston Crab one time. Or what they call the Walls of Jericho. I mean, he is, so I mean, he got a bag, man, and I think that still. I'm going to wait. We're going to talk about our predictions in just a minute. All right. So, Gunther beats Balor, and then a brawl ensued afterward with Priest coming out there and beating the crap out of Gunther. And that don't always end well for people.
Whoever comes out on top.
Whoever comes out on the go-home show. So we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so real quick, let's jump into, before we get into the debate of the day with our SummerSlam predictions, let's talk about NXT, Great American Bash, right quick.
You're going to run this because I totally missed that whole show. So.
Yeah, I got it. So again, number 1, Roxanne Perez is that. Where are you, Tony Schiavone? Where I need you.
It'll be ITCH.
Man, she the head bitch in charge right now. Roxanne Perez, man, is a wrestler, and I think she's trained by Booker T and stuff like that too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
She went to his wrestling school.
Yeah. So, hey, she is great, and only Deuce, only 22, and man, it's going to be a lot of titles and stuff if they continue to do that right with her and stuff like that. Hey, she's gonna be straight, man, and that gives me a little bit more hope also for Zelina Vega as well, because they're almost about the same size or whatever. So whatever that Roxanne is doing, Zelina can do the same thing and possibly run the division and stuff as well. She's taking all challengers, man. She beat Thea Hale last night, and that was a great match as well. Hold on just a second. Let me make sure my stuff. I had some stuff on the stove and stuff like that. Hold on just a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where you burn the house down.
I sent her a text in because I don't know if she hear me or not or whatever. You know, that's my dinner for the night. They already ate. I'm over here putting that, working on my podcast and stuff. This message is brought to you by Eat at a Timely.
And see, that's the thing, right? Same thing. So of course, I told you my wife just got here when I heard the garage door. So I record upstairs and I have the door closed again, so I'm trying to minimize the background noise. And I heard her knock it, so I muted. But then I guess my daughter must have locked the bottom lock. She's like, "Why the door locked?" I didn't lock the door. All I did was close it. Now your daughter was up here playing, on the door before I started. So maybe she accidentally.
Nah, she was like, "Why you know that lock? We saw Samantha Irvin post. I didn't know what you was back."
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. So I'm back now. I already sent my message and stuff. Hopefully everything is good to go there. Roxanne Perez, she beat Thea Hale in a great match. I thought and it's a good match when you have people thinking that the contender is actually going to beat the champion, and I actually thought that it was going to be Thea's time, and that was going to help build Chase U, and take them to a different level. But that wasn't the case. They swapped finishers. We had the Kimura lock, and then we went to crossface to a Kimura lock, and then Roxanne hit it with pop rocks, and that was it, and she gets the win. So I don't see anybody knocking her off until Julia or Stephanie Van Kuren that's going to come in, that's going to put on a good match, and she might even beat one of them as a hey, welcome to NXT type thing. So we shall see with that. Jada Parker, that's it. That's all. That's the comment. That's the comment. That's all. I think that's gonna be the next. That's the next challenger for Roxanne too.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. I
saw it in the back because Roxanne was back there, stretching and doing her thing, and she was talking to the host for her. It was this tag team. I forgot those gentlemen's name, but Jada just walked in the camera shot and stuff, like said something smart to her, like that's if you hold on to that title tonight, and just kept walking, like the total hate move that you would do, and walk through somebody's promo and stuff. Jada Parker, man, she's another one, man. Another one that's going to be great once they get everything going. Cedric Alexander won a match. I don't think I've seen him win a match since the 90s.
But at least they're using them. Yeah, I mean, because
at least they're using them. And
I kind of put him in that category with Apollo Creed. He's just been back there. Apollo Crews, excuse me. He's just back there in catering, chilling, and sometimes they forget that they got it. Oh no, y'all realize y'all got this other dude.
Who better? Who better?
Yeah.
Who better?
Who better? Oh, I've seen more of Apollo. That's the only. So I can only say him because I've seen.
I'm going to say it.
If you go all the way back to the Cruiserweight Classic, where we saw Cedric Alexander, WWE fans saw Cedric Alexander for the first time. Yeah, he was cold. So.
I'm going to say, if I had to put those two, if I had to pick between those two, I'm going to say Alexander between him and Apollo Crews. So let's see. Jakara and Lash, we talked about that. They put up a good fight against Dawn and Fire, but they came up short. So they'll probably get some more tag opportunities on their belt before Lash does her own thing, because it's inevitable.
And I was going to mention that earlier, and I just saw it in passing, so I have not watched NXT in a couple weeks, so I don't know if it's going anywhere. But it looks like Jakara Jackson, they're trying to do something with her, and what's the guy that was with Cedric, that was with Hero? Ashante. Yeah, Ashante. So, because he had mentioned something to her in passing backstage. So we'll see if we can get. They may, couple them up or something to do something together. So.
Yeah, so I'm cool with it, but do what you got to do before Lash she do her thing, and it's only a matter of time. She might get that title off of Carmelo chick. What's her name? I keep forgetting her name. She's supposed to be wrestling next week. Oh my God!
The North American champion.
The women's North American champion. It'll come to us in just a minute. Because I just got Jada Parker on my mind. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah. So we'll get that in. We'll get that in a minute. Just
guitars. No. I'm gonna stop guessing. Because I end up saying no.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
I know.
I don't get the Heritage Cup. I don't know why that's a thing. There was
It's these British rules type stuff, just to be something different, because where it's not. I think you got to get so many pinfalls within a time limit.
There are six 2-minute periods or whatever with a 30-minute break, and the most falls. You get 2 out of 3 falls in that, or some Kalani Jordan. Thank you. Thank you, Corey. It's Kalani Jordan. I think that Lash might take that belt off for her eventually, just to start her on her path. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, when I watch it, I just be like, if you're gonna, if I have to say anything about it, if we just have to keep it, just make it a Heritage title. Don't carry
the trophy and stuff.
Don't carry the trophy and stuff like around and stuff like that. Bump that trophy.
Real quick back to Corey's comment. I'm just gonna say that he mentioned something. We keep Apollo, but then we let Bobby Lashley go to make it make sense. It's that when you got that veteran quarterback that you're paying $20 million for, but you got this rookie that you're paying $3 million for. That's what they did. That's it. We're gonna go with the rookie, let the vet go, so we ain't got to pay the salary. I think that's what they did.
Well, my thing is that let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and change. What is that? There we go. So we are talking about NXT. Bobby Lashley, like, they just don't. I don't know what it is. They just don't use them right. I don't understand what the problem is when it comes to that. And a lot of people are going to miss him. He may not be gone though. He may come back. We don't know. He's just out. Isn't he out there just testing to see what kind of money he's going to command or whatever and stuff there? I don't know why they did this whole pride thing with the Street Profits and stuff. They didn't. They could have kept that going. They were saying they're setting up Bobby to put Carmelo over. I mean, they could put Carmelo over and stuff with that. I wouldn't mind putting Melo with the Street Profits and doing something with it then, since Bobby gone then. I don't, if just to give people something to do. Am I gonna miss Bobby? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just so much stuff. It's so much stuff that to do with other wrestlers and stuff like that. I mean, you get caught up in the numbers sometime, I guess.
Yeah. And all because you brought it up. Now, I wouldn't want Melo and the Street Profits together as a team, but I would love to see Montez and Melo in a one-on-one match.
I just want Montez to go ahead and get this push. Let's go ahead and pull the Band-Aid off of. I don't care if skin, a little piece of vein come out. I don't care.
Yeah, that skin that come out is Angelo Dawkins.
I know. I don't care. All right. Just go ahead and get Montez and stuff, because I know he tired of his boo man run and stuff, man. And they could be a power couple of the WWE. You know what I'm saying? It could be almost as big as Seth and Bianca. If it's Seth and Becky. If they do it right.
If they do it right, I want them as a heel couple. If they ever decide to turn Bianca, turn Tez to them two together as a heel couple, just thrashing folks. Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Let's get that out the way there. And last thing, Joe Hendry, he showed up.
It's over like rope.
Yes, and I don't think it's growing past TNA at this point. TNA kind of dropped the ball this past weekend, a couple of weeks ago, because Joe ended up pinning Moose, which was the TNA champion at the time. Yeah. Why aren't you not putting the title?
It's one of them elimination matches. So they knew as soon as he pinned Moose, they knew they were getting a new champion.
And everybody thought it was going to be Joe, but it ended up being Nick Namath, also known as Dolph Ziggler in the WWE terms, and stuff like that. I don't understand that. I think his persona and how everybody's doing it is growing so much bigger to TNA that they have to put him in.
It's very similar to peak LA Knight. So when everybody was talking about, he was yelling, and LA Knight was over, everybody just assumed he was going to win the title. I think he was in maybe maybe he was in either Money in the Bank or some kind of ladder match to win the title, and he didn't win. So, in my opinion, at that time, Roman was a champion, so he wasn't going to beat Roman, but he should have been elevated to win one of those mid titles. Now he gets a shot this weekend, and I do think he's not to spoil my prediction. I do think he's going to win then, but that's kind of where I put Joe Gacy at. I mean, not Joe Gacy, but Joe Hendry at now. It's the same as what LA Knight was when he first came to WWE, and the crowd was behind him, and he was over, but it wasn't time to put the title on him yet.
Yeah, so I'll see what's up with that, because now he's doing a feud with Gallus, and that's 1-on-3. So are we going to get some more people to come help from TNA, or are we going to get somebody that's in the back that's going to feud with those three or whatever? So we'll see. More Joe Hendry on NXT. I am cool with that. Last but not least, man, we can go ahead and get to our Black Four Horsemen debate of the day. And what we're going to talk about today is not a really debate, but we're just going to go ahead and give our predictions for this week's SummerSlam. Now, this is the card that everybody is saying that's official. That's what
WWE is saying is official.
Yes, but I think there may be one more match they could squeeze in there. They could, but I mean, we can rock with this, whatever. So,
but real quick before you say that, but that just tells you how deep their roster is, because you got some bona fide superstars that are not on this card. It's almost like they had to make a special referee just to give Seth something to do on the show. We got no Bianca; she's not on the show. I don't know when the last time Bianca wasn't on the PLC. Quite a few superstars that would normally be on those shows and carry those shows are not on this one. So, it's gonna be interesting to see if they do add another match or just roll what they got.
Yep. And where will Bobby Lashley fit in it? See what I'm saying? It's just we don't know what's going to happen with that. But so, do you want to go first, or you want me to go first? How you want to do it?
Well, I mean, I can go first. We can just do.
We just go by, and then I go, and then we'll just kind of
match my match. And we just start at the bottom corner with Seth and Braun Breaker. Sammy. I said Sammy. Sammy won last time. I do see Breaker getting it this time because it's going to kind of go to my other predictions. I think Sammy does eventually get back into bloodline business, and once he does that, he doesn't need the title to do that. So, who better yet to give it to than Braun Breaker right now? So, I'm gonna go Breaker.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that. I put a high percentage on Breaker coming out with the win on that. That will only give Braun Breaker more. I guess to his run, because now he done knocked off, Sami Zayn, who beat Gunther, who was part of Blood. All the thing that goes with Sami Zayn, and now Breaker has that, and now they still set up some get back for Zayn to try to get the title back. Plus, it sets off Dragunov. We might even get Prince Puma now. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because now guess what? He has the title. So I don't know. We can probably get that going, but I'm with you on that one. I got Breaker. The next one, let's go to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. I'll start off with this one. I got Drew in this one. I just feel like Drew's been taking L's these last few months. He's been taking L's for the last 6 months. And I just can't see him lose another one. And I think that Punk is so creative that he will go ahead and allow them to let Drew get over even more with that. And again, it's going to be, I think it's got to be like a two or three match with these two. It has to be. I don't think everything culminates and come to an end here. I think that round one of these two getting together, I think that McIntyre will get the win here.
You had said it earlier about the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker match where it was Shawn Michaels versus the Undertaker, Bret Hart being the referee. Bret Hart goes to hit Shawn Michaels with a chair. Shawn Michaels moves, he ends up hitting the Undertaker with a chair. I can see something very similar happening to that. But Punk will end up winning because Seth will accidentally hit Drew McIntyre in the head with a chair, knocking him out. Punk gets the win. You can still get other matches after that because you're gonna say that, well, you only beat me because Seth interfered. You can also get a triple threat at one point with all three of them, or you can get Drew and Seth and Punk and all three of them together. So yeah, but I'm particularly CM Punk in this one. However you think so.
Okay. The next one, Logan Paul and LA Knight.
Real quick, it's time for LA Knight to win the title, a single title. Paul can wrestle. Paul is good. He is a bona fide superstar. If he's not going to be on TV every week, then he doesn't need the title. At this point, because I know he got other stuff going on, but I think LA Knight wins this new U.S. champion.
Yep, I got new U.S. champion LA Knight in a good match because Logan is no slouch and he is going to put on a show. But I got LA Knight, and there ain't no sense to going into it any further. I think LA Knight gets the win, and I think this is also going to push Logan. It's crazy how an L is going to push him into a championship thing, but I think that he's going to move up, and we may see him and Cody again a few times and stuff like that as well too after this run or whatever. Bayley and Nia Jax going back and forth on this one.
Real quick for you. I just noticed it. They might well call this Night of Champions. All the championships are online except for there's a championship involved in every match except for Drew and Punk. So this is gonna be hard. Like, we always try to think: do they let everybody win titles? Do everybody retain, or do everybody lose?
Well, this one
you got Intercontinental, you got U.S. Women's, WWE Women's, WWE Women's World Championship, and then you got Cody. So every match is a championship except for them.
It's a mixture. I'll let you go first on this one, but it's going to be a mixture. Everybody not losing the title.
Yeah,
everybody not losing the title. Go ahead with Nia and Bayley. What you got?
Y'all, we expressed on this podcast how I feel about Nia Jax. It's time for her to win a championship. I want her to win. I think she's going to win. But here's what I want to see. They're not capitalizing on the Queen of the Ring gimmick. If she's going to win it, and she's going to, now I understand why you wouldn't want the King of the Ring when Gunther's too serious for their character. She needs to come out to that ring in full crown, robe, necklaces, jewelry. They can even march her down, when the guys carry the little carriage on each side, have her coming down. She needs to come out with full Queen gimmick, and she needs to win the title. This list legitimizes the Queen of the Ring, tournament. So come next year, okay, yeah. If I don't get Money in the Bank, I'm gonna win Queen of the Ring, so I can get me a title shot. But she needs to come out in full Queen gimmick, from head to toe. Have some guys. I don't know if they can't, kind of have some guys escort her to the ring. Whether they do the carriage thing or they do one of the push things or whatever with horseback carriage.
They can get Joe. They can get Joe. Joe ain't doing nothing Saturday.
Volunteer to carry one of them. So. But as Corey said in the comments, Big Sexy needs to win, so she needs to win this title.
Yep. Dang, man, because BBL Bayley, man, still gonna be there even if she don't have the title, but
she don't need it.
She don't need it. You're right. It is time for Nia to go ahead and do that. And like I said, it's going to set up this princess versus the queen kind of thing.
I forgot all about Tiffany.
Tiffany is Tiffany's in the background waiting, and it's not going to hit if she cashes on Bailey. It's going to hit even better when she cashes in on Nia at some point. I don't think it's going to be that night. If it happens SummerSlam night, that's going to be crazy. But it's going to be too soon because they didn't let that breathe. We need a build up to where Princess Stratton is going to cash in on Queen Nia. We need to let that build.
And she mentioned, speaking of the two, I mean, cut you out, but Nia mentioned to Tiffany that she was going, because she was complaining about the briefcase being all busted up. Nia said, "I'm gonna buy you another briefcase." Nia is gonna give her the pink briefcase, probably the SmackDown this Friday before SummerSlam. So, and then she'll walk out of the ring with it.
That's a good gesture. That's building this thing that I'm talking about. But Nia, maybe with the help of that'll help this turn on her as well hit a little bit different, because if Tiffany helps
her win,
helps Nia beat Bailey and stuff like that, they're friends, yada yada yada, and that's only going to make the backstab when Tiffany cashes in on Nia just as much. So I'm with you. Congratulations, Nia. You will be champion. If you watch this podcast, you will be champion come Friday. From Saturday. All right. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
I'll let you take this one.
I'm going with Liv. Liv wins, and it's not going to be clean. This is going to be South Memphis dirty. It's going to, whatever happened is going to break up the Judgment Day. I think Dominic gets involved. Dominic probably catches a hit from Rhea some kind of way and causes a distraction, and Liv end up winning, and Liv all is well with Liv and Dom again because she thinks he loves her and stuff now. Dominic is going to be in this, and he's going to cost Rhea this match, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, and I'm sure Rhea is too, because this builds this rivalry, wild card. And I'm gonna let you go because I don't want to steal yours, but I have a wild card with this. But I think Dom has something to do with this.
I mean, I agree. I think Liv will win because, plain and simple, Liv will win because I think Dom will interfere. Now, whether he interferes on purpose to cause Rhea to lose, or he does it by accident and Liv end up winning, in the end of the day, Liv is still champion after this match.
Wild card, Raquel Rodriguez is coming back.
Okay, yeah. And granted, her and Liv were a tag team at one point. Now they were both baby faces, so if you want to keep them as baby face, and maybe Liv brings her in because of what happened last week, and they left Liv out there crying and damaged. Maybe she comes to help her that way. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I think Liv leaves as champion.
Yeah. I think that's going to happen as well. Maybe the heel turn and stuff may not happen on it. Maybe they save that for SummerSlam. But like you said, either Dom gets involved by accident or does the full turn, or they leave that alone and Raquel Rodriguez gets involved some kind of way because she owes Rhea as well. Let's not forget about that. Damian Priest and Gunther. You got this one.
Simple. Gunther wins. There may be some interference from, as we said earlier, maybe some interference in Judgment Day. Probably not. I think it would just be a straight up one-on-one match. Best man win, and I think Gunther's gonna win. So, new word.
Yeah, I think that Damian has been the scapegoat when it comes to his last few title matches, because somebody has always gotten involved, and he's been the one that kind of capitalized on it and still been champion. And I mean, let's think about it. He hasn't really won clean, if I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
His title match, and I could be wrong or whatever, but it's always been something.
Something with Judgment Day, yeah.
CM Punk got involved in one. What was another one that he had? His first one that he had with Seth Rollins. Yeah, that became
Judgment Day. Even with him telling Judgment Day to stay in the back and not interfere, Judgment Day is always interfered.
They always interfere.
Cause him to win the match. So.
And this could be the way that causes him to lose this time as well.
Maybe.
So, as much as I like what I've seen from Damian these last few weeks, I think it comes to an end this week. I just think that with Gunther being the World Heavyweight Champion, that's going to take that to a whole nother level, that title to another level again. In a lot of quality matches and stuff as well with Gunther and stuff. So I got Gunther as well, reluctantly, but I think that that's going to happen. All right, last one, main event of the night. We all know who's going to win, but it's just the antics and the fireworks that come with it, with Rhodes and Sikoa. Who got winning this one? And
okay,
well, so we both got
Cody. Yeah, we both got Cody winning. How he wins is the question. So I mentioned earlier about when we were talking about SmackDown about the Tongans, where Jacob and Tama Tonga possibly going after the tag titles. What I want to happen, and this is what I hope happen, is that Jimmy Uso comes back, causing the tag titles to stay with DIY right now. The rest of the bloodline chase Jimmy out of the building. He jumps the rail, runs. We don't see Jimmy again. Come this match, so they come into SummerSlam already hot and mad, looking for him. This match goes on. Jimmy's music hits this time. They all turn to look at him. He goes in, super clicks, solo. Cody gets the win. Okay. Jimmy's music hits. They all turn toward the Titantron, but Jimmy comes out of the crowd. Super kicks, solo. Cody wins. Then as they turn around to try to go through the crowd to go after Jimmy, Roman's music hits. Roman actually comes out, stands at the end of the match, and that's how we end SummerSlam. So
Roman don't get involved. He don't get physically involved. I think him showing up is enough.
Right. Because at this point, the match is over. I mean, Cody's already won. So matter of fact, you can probably play Cody's music. Cody celebrates and gets on down. Solo's still in the ring. So while the bloodline is still out there looking for Jimmy, that's when Roman music hits, and you see Roman come out from the back. It could be almost like a TV show. We're running out of time, folks. As soon as Roman comes out and gets to the top of the stage, and Solo looks at him, cut to black. And so then you buzzing for Raw and SmackDown next week. Because what happens?
I want him to see all them niggas though. I want them all in the ring in some kind of way. Yeah. I mean, I want them all at the ring in some kind of way. Even if they do get their hands on Jimmy and they are stomping a mud hole in Jimmy in the ring and Cody in there or whatever and stuff like that, and Roman music hits, they can just roll out. They can take their L and roll out the ring. And I just want them to look at the tribal chief. Everybody in there, look at him. He don't have to come down to the ring or whatever, because I guess we can save that interaction with Roman and Cody. That's a whole nother thing in itself.
Yeah.
Them two meeting face to face for the first time since he defeated him.
Yeah,
that's going to hit like crack as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think Roman gets physical. I think he looks at Solo. They're looking at each other, and he looks at this makeshift bloodline, and he's fuming about it, and then it cuts off.
Yeah. Now I can see, and also Roman doesn't come by himself. He comes with Paul Heyman.
Oh, he comes with the.
I would love right before Roman's music hits, all you hear is ladies and gentlemen. And he introduced my tribal chief, and that's when Roman comes out. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be good, man. So those are our predictions, man. It's on Wax, it's on Twitter, man. So on YouTube, excuse me. So you guys can hold us to it. Whenever you guys see that, let us know in the comments what you got in SummerSlam. If you're excited about it, if you're tired of WWE ripping your heart out when they have a good card and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see about that. That pretty much concludes the show this week, man. Again, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Don't forget, people. Go to our Twitter page. Go to our Instagram. Interact with us there. Follow us. And comment on our post and tell your friends about us and get them to follow us as well. We're also on Spotify and stuff. I am working on getting us to Apple and iHeart as well to get our stuff in multiple different platforms. But right now we are on Spotify. And last but not least, you're watching us on YouTube right now. Go ahead and like, subscribe, put the notification bell on, share our videos. Comments and stuff like that. That stuff helps our visibility. It helps the algorithm, pushes everything through, so a lot of people can be exposed to the Black Four Horsemen as well. We are a few horsemen down and stuff like that, but they don't stop any show. We wish them the best, but they will always ride with us and will be back with us on next week, hopefully as well. So, man, without that being said, Cube, I appreciate you, man. Everybody else appreciate you rocking with us. It's the Four Horsemen, man. We out this thing. We appreciate y'all, man. See y'all next week.
Peace.